This instruction video will go over our brake bleeding service procedure. The following tools and equipment are needed: a brake fluid flush machine, a flashlight, an optional oil filter wrench, DOT4 racing brake fluid, a trim removal tool, 10mm hex socket, 6-inch extension, a ratchet, 11mm wrench, knife, and hockey pucks not shown. Specifically for the CA Corvette, disconnect negative battery cable using a 10mm hex socket, then raise car and remove tires. Please refer to car lift procedure training for detailed instructions if needed. We will begin by removing the brake fluid reservoir cap and replacing it with the cap attachment for the brake service machine. The adapter cap used will vary by model, so check which fits best. We're going to connect the pressure hose to the adapter cap attachment. Make sure the valve is closed before attaching. Next, we will fill the brake service machine with DOT4 racing brake fluid. Fill the service machine canister to max fill line. And then you close the cover. Hand tightening is all you will need. Next, we will need the air hose. Before connecting the air hose, ensure the valves on the machine are closed and machine is turned off. Once verified, you can connect the air hose to the service machine on the bottom left port. Set the vacuum and tube pressure to 20 psi by twisting knobs clockwise. Next, we're going to open the valve. Make sure there are no leaks while filling the reservoir. We will now set up the vacuum bleeder hose. And we will be starting on the right rear of vehicle. The order of service is rear right, rear left, front right, and finally front left. We're going to go ahead and turn on the brake service machine. Make sure the vacuum and tube pressure are still set up to 20 psi. We're going to raise the vehicle to a comfortable height, and using a trim removal tool, we're going to remove 2 bleeder caps. We're going to begin with the inner, then outer side. Okay, once those are removed, we can go ahead and begin by placing the 11mm wrench on the inner bleeder screw. We're going to connect the vacuum bleeder hose, and then we'll loosen the bleeder screw on the caliper. An average of 20 to 30 seconds of vacuum per bleeder screw should be sufficient. Tighten screw before moving on to the outer bleeder and wipe area clean if necessary. Once inner and outer have been bled, reinstall the bleeder caps. and move on to the rear left side. Keep an eye on service machine canister to ensure you still have enough DOT for service. This will be followed by the front right, then lastly the front left. Once service is complete, turn off brake service machine and put away vacuum pressure hose. Next, we'll release tube pressure by turning the tube pressure knob counterclockwise to 0. Release pressure from canister manually by pressing button on top of cover. Next, you can lower the vehicle and disconnect the service hose attached to the brake fluid reservoir on the vehicle. Ensure the valve is closed before removal. It is recommended you use a rag during hose removal, as pressure is released while disconnecting. Let's go ahead and put away the hose. Remove cap attachment and replace with original brake fluid reservoir cap. Using a flashlight, ensure the brake fluid reservoir is filled to the max fill line. Service is now complete. Make sure your tube and vacuum pressure are set to 0. Disconnect your air hose from the service machine and reinstall tires. At this point, you can reconnect the negative battery cable.